place. All your dreams are gone. You'll never leave this place. Made a habit of falling into all.
Yo, what's going on, clown? What's going on, brother?
This joke is getting kinda old. I've heard it 1,000 times before.
How's it going, hipster?
And it's just not that funny anymore. Now that everything's falling apart, I dive over the edge for a new start. I'll carve myself a Chelsea smile, like sad clowns are going out of style.
Welcome back, Toby. Welcome back. Glad to see you. How are you doing today?
Pushed around, can't wait to be 6 feet underground. It gets harder to breathe the longer I stay in.
How's it going, crazy? How's it going? Yes, sir. So now that you're on Twitch, all you got to do is exclamation Discord, and then it should pull it up for you. And yeah, I queued up the wrong song. It's supposed to be the other one. So we're listening to this
Maybe
instead.
that's family favors. Silver spoon with them skyrise neighbors. Worst fear falling back cause I can't say paper. Crooked smile cause the struggle made me braver, man. I ain't slipping. Tears on the page but the pen still dripping. This is a song you can ride along with.
How's it going, Leah? Welcome in. Welcome in.
Mama work late, second job at night. Keep the lights on, pray she making it right. God, please watch her, I know how the world do. Raised from the bottom, but I learned to push through. There go you selling me dreams, telling me that ain't what they see.
What's going on, Drew? How's it going, brother?
How much for your soul, how much do it deep? There go you playing your game, chasing that.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to UCW Overdrive. Let's get hype. It's Monday. Y'all know what that means. Glad Monday is over. I'm glad you're here, Leah. Thank you.
Bells ring out like thunder's cry. Shadows fade where dreams defy. Footsteps echo on the stone. Climbing paths, I claim my throne. The rock crowd shakes the ground. Faces blur, the pulse profound. A spark ignites.
Let's get this amazing show started. I couldn't agree more, brother.
In the chaos, I'm unchained. Spotlights blaze, my moment calls. I stand unbroken through the falls. The summit's near, the arrows stand. This is the place where I began.
What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to UCW Overdrive. It's our Monday night show. It's our flagship show. It's the most pristine, most uptight, and I said that correctly, most well put together EFED on Twitch, on YouTube. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? I'm not saying that to boast. I'm saying that because I genuinely believe it, and I've been told it before. Maybe it's just smoke. Maybe it's just mirrors. But maybe I'm that guy. You know, maybe that's the truth too. All right, maybe that's how it goes. ladies and gentlemen, we've got 5 incredible matches for you. Let's switch over to the match card and let's get that shit in front of your face. Ladies and gentlemen, our first match of the night is Tom Richards versus Big Johnson. This is a match falling inside the Continental Championship division. These two men will be going at it to move up the ranks and hopefully move into a match at All Hallows Wrath for that belt. That show last night was trash? Nah, that shit was fire. I enjoyed TXW last night. TXW last night was good. Darn it. That's why we don't wear earmuffs in the right ear, so that I can remain in this realm of existence when that shit happens. After that, ladies and gentlemen, Midas and Orion, the Golden Dragons of UCW. You boys in the Discord server. Good shit, brother. If you're looking to join UCW, go check out How to Become United. That'll let you know the rules that you need to kind of regulate yourself in as far as how your character needs to fit. And then also, I'd appreciate it if you go check out the rules of the Discord as well. There's some pretty obvious things in there, but there are also some things that some people don't ever really seem to realize, and I appreciate people who go in and actually make sure they're acquainted with themselves. Say hi in general chat. Let everybody get to know you. Go check out some of the history of UCW, your current champions. Go enjoy yourself. After that, Midas and Orion, the Golden Dragons of UCW, are taking on Ethan and Nolan Omega. The Omegas are back in UCW for the first time since Radcore and Ogre took them down. They are here to get their spot in the Bound by Blood Tag Team Classic, but to get to that spot, they have to get through 2 of their friends, the Golden Dragons, here tonight. And then after that, ladies and gentlemen, Samantha Frost puts the Women's Heritage Championship on the line against Whitney Rivera. Whitney Rivera, in her second match in UCW at this point, will take on the Women's Heritage Champion to try and take it away from her. Samantha Frost has held on to that belt at every turn, so we will see if she is able to keep that going. And then after that, ladies and gentlemen, we have our first Bound by Blood semifinals match happening. Not back alley. Ballin out. Carlos Gonzalez and Isaac Ramirez taking down the Next Generation, Aaron Gray and Teddy Gray, who moved on to get into this match on Friday, immediately moving into their semifinals matches. I hear Ethan is still carrying his binky and a stuffy. Hey, I mean, the beatdown that he got, he got thrown off of a building. It was a little insane. Carlos Gonzalez and Isaac Ramirez taking on Teddy Gray and Aaron Gray in their second match in UCW, a similar story to Whitney Rivera. These two men looking for an opportunity to cash in at All Hallows Wrath. Let me remember what I'm talking about. Calm down a little bit, gain my breath, get something to drink maybe. Looking for an opportunity at All Hallows Wrath to become the first ever unified tag team champions. That would be history making as their first tag team championship in UCW, as the first ever unified tag team champions. These guys could go on to do incredible things. Teddy Gray and Aaron Gray are also looking at the same story. The only thing is they've got a lot more history between them and UCW. They've been around for a little bit longer. They've done a little bit more things. They've had a couple more matches. In my opinion, Carlos Gonzalez and Isaac Ramirez winning here, a little bit more impressive, but Next Generation still up for history as well. And then after that, ladies and gentlemen, Ace Anderson, your former Deathlock champion, the man who could not go down, the man who could not be beat. So what's the max rating I can have created for my superstar? That is actually in How to Become United as well. We try to go for 80 to 90, and that's all subject to change as well. I change attributes depending on what storylines are. I change attributes depending on what universe mode changes them to. So it's all subject to change, but 80 to 90 is where you'll be for the majority of the time. Anybody over 90, it's usually because they are in a storyline that's being pushed. They're doing what they need to do as a champion. They're doing what they need to do as a challenger. There are rewards for being active. I'm not going to lie to you, because the more active you are, the more you tell me what you want, the more I know what direction to put you in. So it's a little bit easier. After that, our Ace Anderson, the Deathlock champion, the man who could not be beat, finally fell. And now he is in a shot for the World Championship. The winner of this match will go on to All Hallows Wrath to face Dustyn Hunter for the World Heavyweight Championship. Ace Anderson was given an opportunity to face him to get that shot for himself, to cash it in as a one-on-one. He was not able to succeed. Ricky Thomas has not ever faced Dustyn Hunter. Dustyn Hunter has faced his tag team partner in other organizations, Stephen Lane, multiple times at this point. But Ricky Thomas has never touched Dustyn Hunter. Also in this match, ladies and gentlemen, we've got Vintora, the Prime Internet Champion, is in the house, and he is in the main event, as well as the former Prime Champion, ladies and gentlemen, Elijah Baker, will be here in this fatal four-way. All four of these men going at it for an opportunity at Dustyn Hunter at All Hallows Wrath in the main event. Ladies and gentlemen, to start us off, we've got Reckless Tom Richards taking on Big Johnson. Now I can turn my webcam off and get something to drink. Let's get ready to get into this match, ladies and gentlemen. No championship on the line, as I have said. Making their way down to the ring first, ladies and gentlemen, I believe it is Reckless Tom Richards, representing the Crimson Syndicate. This man has had a couple of shots at gold in UCW, but has failed to get there. He's moving up the ranks now for the Continental Championship. Let's see what he can do. I'll be happy to be a mid-80s, and if you bring the rating down a bit, I need to be humbled a bit. Yeah, I go through and check everything. I check your moveset, or we actually, multiple people go through, and they'll check your moveset. They'll check your AI tendencies. They'll check everything about your character and make sure it fits within the rules and the guidelines, and then you'll get put through. And ladies and gentlemen, his opponent once stood tall over UCW Breakdown's Deathlock division as an unbeatable force. This man has never failed. I'm tripping. That's the main event. I'm tripping. This is a different type of feud. This is Big Johnson, representing the Empire of Pain, the organization ran by Ace Anderson, ladies and gentlemen. I'm tripping. I saw Big Boy with Beanie, and I was like, oh, Ace Anderson. Big Johnson, ladies and gentlemen, has gathered a couple of wins and a couple of losses here in UCW, making a couple of statements, joining the Empire of Pain. Was at one time the right-hand man of Ace Anderson. Now here to move into the Continental Division, stomp on people's heads, it looks like. He's massive. He's massive. That's a big old boy. Pause. Reckless Tom Richards looks big. Big Johnson is huge. That man is like 7'5". Tom Richards going for a clothesline early, does not take him down. Big Johnson with some big punches. Throws him into the ropes. Huge boot to the face. Stomping down on the back of the leg. Johnson completely controlling the match this far. Tom Richards with the reversal. Tom Richards gets back down. Johnson's an intimidating man. He's huge. I'm not going to lie. He's a little scary. I'd be worried to be across the ring from him too. Up onto his shoulders. Tom Richards goes down onto the top rope. He is too damn tall. Yeah, no, he's massive. So he has the giant attribute, obviously, but I think he earned it. Being as tall as the Empire State Building, I think we're good. But he's standing with his back to the camera. I hate when they do the hard camera like this. Johnson with a takedown. Tom Richards on his shoulders. Nothing comes from it. Looking for a count of one at least. Tom Richards also, nothing comes from it. Johnson gets the reversal. Richards back up to his feet. Goes for another clothesline. Johnson doesn't fall. Richards is a little amazed. Catches him with a big shot to the gut. These two men now throwing power punches at each other. Tom Richards significantly shorter. This is not usually a situation that he's in matches like this. Throwing blows back and forth with Big Johnson. Checks the jaw. Keeps him coming. Tom Richards still standing somehow, even though the fist of Big Johnson is the size of his face. He's got him by the shoulders. Just working him around like a rag doll. Forcing him down to his knees. What's going on? Not okay. How's it going, Gabe? I guess that's your name. I appreciate the love. Very appreciated. Johnson's got Tom on the outside. Double axe handle down to his leg. Richards back up to his feet. Chops across the chest. Catches him with a forearm. Johnson once again doesn't go down. Big elbow once again. Johnson's still standing. Tom Richards catches him that time. Double axe handle to the back. Takes down Johnson. Trying to keep him down on the outside now. Going over the steel steps. I bet that ref is intimidated being... I mean, that ref kind of... We've had some issues with that ref, I'm not going to lie. She kind of counts slow. Damn! Johnson just picking up Richards by the head and slamming him back down on the outside. Tom Richards, one of the strongest men on the roster, but when compared to Big Johnson, I don't think there's any type of comparison that can be made. Sledgehammer to the body. Big clothesline takes him down once again. Working the neck. Huge knee to the side of the head. Tom Richards back up to his feet. Throwing Big Johnson around on the outside. Pause. I don't necessarily know if I like how that sounded. Steel chair in hand. Tom Richards cracks him. He's fired up, still with fight left in him. He's back up to his feet. Takes down Johnson this time. Goes for the belly drop, doesn't connect. Johnson struggling to lift Tom Richards. I'll be playing eFootball while watching. Sounds good, Toby. He's got him by the back of the head, throws him underneath the ropes. Stomping down on the back of his leg. Going up to the top. Elbow drop lands. Johnson takes it across the chest. Once again, pause. Richards going for the cover. Only a count of 2. Down across his back. Chair in hand. Richards letting go once again on the inside with that steel chair. Back up to his feet. Johnson just body checks him. Richards goes down onto the mat. He's got him up on his shoulders. Drops him down on that top rope. Johnson going for the cover. Only a count of 2. Ref, get out the damn way. Richards trying to get up to his feet. Johnson puts an end to that. He heads out to the outside. Looking at him on the outside. His head is up to the middle rope. That's a little alarming. Tries to drop the fist down his back. Takes him down. Richards up to the top rope. Another belly drop misses. Huge punch to the face. Big punch again. Throwing him across the ring. Richards with a reversal. Picks up Johnson. Drops him on the top rope. Going for the table underneath the ring. Running around on the outside. Richards with a kick to the body. Forearm across the back. Richards taking a walk around on the outside. Possibly catching his breath. Big Johnson. What's going on, Nolan? What is going on? You and Ethan are in a match next after this, my brother. Check the description for the match card. Not shit. How about you? Richards throws him underneath the bottom rope. Working the leg. Richards heads back onto the outside. What's going on, Red? Welcome to UCW Overdrive. This is our Monday night show. It's more of our flagship, more of our Raw show. Clothesline from Tom Richards. Johnson goes for a swing. Richards flips him over his shoulders. He's not done with him. Down onto his back. Tom Richards is rolling, going for the cover on Johnson. Career mode? No. No, this is UCW. It's an EFED, so it's a custom universe. I made the arenas. Most of the wrestlers that are actually on the roster are parts of the community. For example, Nolan, who's in YouTube chat with you, he is actually in the next match. Big Johnson is actually a character for somebody else. Slams him down. Johnson, not in a good position. Richards might walk up. No. Johnson at the count of 2 gets his shoulder up. Into the ropes. Down onto that table on the back side of it. Johnson goes down onto the metal bits. Throws the trash can down on top of his body. Cooked. It's against the Golden Dragons. That's how tournaments work, brother. Sometimes you got to go against your friends. Big headbutt to the face of Tom Richards. Tom Richards responds with one of his own. Body checks Johnson this time. Is that the Sky High D'Lo Sig? Maybe. Not again. Trash can on the body. Oh, it should have fucking crushed it. Oh, if it would have crushed it, that would have been great. Tom Richards crushing the trash can on top of the body of Big Johnson. Then throwing it back down on top of him. Catches him once again. Johnson with a reversal. Richards' head just hit the metal bits of that table. Johnson with a trash can once again, kicking him in the body. Richards saves himself, bounces the face of Johnson off that trash can. Tom Richards is feeling himself. Not again. What you mean? Big clothesline from Richards takes him down. Tom Richards with the steel steps, now making his way back onto the inside of the ring. Pulling out every stop to make sure he keeps Big Johnson down. Clothesline misses. Punch from Richards misses as well. What's your thoughts on the current DLC Attitude Era? For entrance purposes and moves and stuff like that, kind of excited. I don't play Island though, so if that's like the main thing that it is, I have no idea. Tom Richards stuck on the steps. Johnson tries to take advantage. Both men struggling to get to the other. Those steel steps really just getting in the way like that. That's crazy. Would you look at that? Would you look at that? Great game. Interesting gameplay. Very intelligent. He finally connects with the elbow to the face. Up to the shoulders. Elbows from Richards. He's fighting out. Got him by the back of the head. You hear about that new wrestling game. Which one? Big boot to the face. I have the PS4 copy. No island mode for me. Oh, damn. Yeah, I felt that. Johnson fired up. In the middle of the ring, he's got him on his shoulders, throws him back down onto the apron. Walking across them, Johnson out of nowhere showing absolute power. Going on to the outside. Excuse me. Throws the trash can in. Richards waiting for him, though. Throws him onto the outside once again. Big punch misses. Johnson saves himself with that elbow. Richards right there. Forearm to the back, takes him down. Throws the trash can back on top of him. Johnson gets out of the way. Richards with another clothesline takes him down. He's got a table. Up onto his shoulder. Tom Richards. That seated clothesline might have just sealed the deal, ladies and gentlemen, but Tom Richards is not done. He wants him through the table. Through it. Big Johnson, bigger than the table. Huge, huge man. Richards having his way with him. Another one to the side of the head, going for the cover. 2, 3. Ladies and gentlemen, Tom Richards walking away with the W in our first match of the evening. He has joined the list of men who have slayed the giant that is Big Johnson. Tom Richards earning a spot in a match against Tony Tornado and one other person at All Hallows Wrath for the Continental Championship. That was crazy. There we go. What's going on, Nelly? How's it going, brother? Welcome in, welcome in. It's the second match of the evening. We've got the Golden Dragons of UCW, Midas and Orion, taking on the Omegas, your first ever UCW Breakdown Tag Team Extreme Champions. No longer those, but this match is a Bound by Blood Tag Team qualifying match. The winner of this match will move into the semifinals, and we'll have another match on Friday to decide who goes into the finals on Sunday. Also, you all probably just got an ESPN notification, because I did. But no, how's it going, Nelly? Welcome in, brother. Welcome in. Hope you are doing all right. Ladies and gentlemen, this match is a Bound by Blood Tag Team qualifying match, which means it is a Tornado Tag elimination match, making their way down to the ring first. They are the Golden Dragons of UCW, Midas and Orion, former World Tag Team Champions, in the building.
The crowd rolls a thunderous sound. As the champion steps on the hollow ground, hear the crowd. I promise, scream Alliance Mike. Dominating the ring day and night. The bass drops hard, the drill beats pound. No one can stand when I'm around. Feel the power, the fury, the unyielding will. Every move a strike a deadly thrill. On the mask
And their opponents, ladies and gentlemen, also former tag team champions here in UCW. They are your first ever UCW Tag Team Extreme Champions. Ethan and Nolan Omega are back in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Song's actually called Singularity Break. Ladies and gentlemen, this match is starting off with a bang already. Orion takes down Ethan. Nolan takes down Orion. She got me so caught off guard, I forgot to turn my webcam back on. What's going on? Also, we can use the rematch clause. We would like to use it so we can be over with. So the tournament's taking place because you're not a part of the Discord, so I'll have to explain the whole thing to you. Oh, the wrestling code? Yeah, I have actually heard of it. It looks very good. I'm very excited for it and cannot wait for it to come out, in complete honesty with you. Ethan Omega doing work on Orion. Midas misses the stomp but catches the elbow. Big reversal for him. Huge kick to the side of the face. Standing moonsault to Ethan Omega. Nolan tries to do the same to Orion. Big suplex from Midas. Nolan with some good kickboxing on the inside. Responds with a suplex of his own to Orion. Both teams going at it now. This is neither of these men. All four of these men have been in a Bound by Blood tag team match. Tornado elimination is not something new to them. Huge elbow to the back of the head. Misses. Nolan Omega gets out of the way. But no, Nolan. Radcore and Ogre have the tag team championships for both shows. They have taken them hostage. Both of them. I unveiled the unified tag team championships. They stole those and left the old tag team championships. The tournament will decide who the active tag team champions are until Radcore and Ogre decide to come back. I may or may not be looking for things for another thing that we do things on. That's incredibly vague. Thank you for your very descriptive message, my good friend. Orion throws Ethan Omega down. Steel chair to the knee. Guru, we need to get them back. Well, I mean, technically, if you win this match and then win the match on Friday and then win the match on Sunday, you'll get them back. They'll just not be like they won't be undisputed. You catch my drift? Because Radcore and Ogre will have the unified tag team championship. Off the middle rope, takes him down with a reverse DDT. Nolan Omega doing work on the outside against Orion, though. Orion not looking like himself. All four of these men coming back since the havoc that Radcore and Ogre distributed across UCW. Midas almost gets the 2 count on Ethan Omega. Midas is hyped up in the corner, looking for something. He misses, gets the reversal on Nolan, though. Catches the kick. Looked like he was going for a destroyer there. Turns it into a submission. Nolan Omega stretched out across Midas. Pause. Damn. Damn. That's like 4. Big punch to the face of from Orion to Ethan Omega. Ethan alone with both of the Lucha Dragons of UCW. Yeah, there's been a lot of pauses. There's been a lot of pauses tonight. Okay. There's been a lot of pauses tonight. Sometimes I'll just be saying shit and shit be coming out the way they be coming out. And then we just gotta go with it. There's a move in this motherfucker called the Rebecca. Off the top rope, Midas completely misses. Looks like he might have injured his knee there. I think Ogre and Radcore are starting a mutiny against UCW. Maybe. Down onto the back of his neck, onto that baseball bat. Midas trying to clear house. Drops him down onto his knees. Orion gaining his breath on the inside, setting up a table. Oh, word? Yeah. Bet. Yeah, that's the kind of the plan after I get done with this. So I feel you, Ka. I don't know where that came from. 20-year-old me came out for a second. My bad. Big punch to the side of the body to Orion. Gets caught by a baseball bat. Midas throws it at Orion afterwards. Clothesline from Orion takes down Nolan Omega. That might have been what he needed to wake up. Bet. We are not doing the best. I mean, you're both coming back from injury. So are the Golden Dragons. Everybody's kind of botching moves, and I mean, you know, we're here, and that's what matters, right? The experience, not the journey, not the destination. Steel chair down onto Ethan Omega, working his arm. Midas Orion. Both doing incredible damage right now. The Omega's not standing up. Ethan Omega gets Orion back on the inside, trying to save his brother. Catches both men with 2 chops and a back fist. No. No. Not on my bucket list, sadly. It's ironic that your name is Mist Leaf, though, because I do miss Leafy. Hope you're doing good too, Nelly. Throws him underneath the ring. Off the middle rope. Midas once again misses. Orion gets taken out of that. Going for the roll-up. He gets out of the way. Nolan Omega. Big forearm to the face. Kick to the body from Midas. Going for another roll-up. Turning it into a submission. Nolan catches Orion. Trying to get him out of that. Nolan able to break up the submission. Ethan Omega rolls onto the other side of the ring. Throws him through the ropes. Midas blocked by Orion. Nolan Omega taking advantage. Huge move. He's going for the cover. Orion gets the breakup. Down onto the logo. Chops to the body from Midas. Golden Dragons are rolling. Big kick to the body. Misses. Midas misses as well. Ethan Omega back up to his feet. Orion takes Nolan down. Ethan Omega going for a submission. Appreciate. Did I do it? Did Clown do it? Did somebody do it? I can do it. Did I give you a shout out? I think I gave you a shout out. If I didn't give you a shout out, ladies and gentlemen, Nelly B Gaming, the motherfucker in the house. Clown, I appreciate you giving shout outs to folks. Thank you. Nelly B Gaming, great variety streamer, great guy, one of the owners of Cloud City RP, the home, my home for RP. Great role playing, no microtransactions. Be who you want to be and grind for whatever the fuck you want. Orion still not able to get a cover. Chops to the body. Orion sends Nolan into the table. Spanish fly from Midas. I look like a person who would. I mean, okay. Did I just quote the damn song? I might have. I might have done did that. Up to the middle rope. Who are these refs, bro? I mean, at least it's not the ref who's like constantly slow counting or like constantly quick counting. You never get a quick call with that one ref. Going for the cover. Orion kicks out at 2. Up to the top rope. Off of it, down onto the knee. Midas takes a huge knee off the top rope from Ethan Omega. That's a bet. That's a bet. Spread love, not hate. It's easy. It's easier to not be rude. Like, I don't get it. Also, my girlfriend fine as fuck. So, like, we up. You know what I'm saying? Midas kicks out at 2. Throws the chair into the face of Orion. Elbow off over the top rope, misses. Midas going for that submission once again. Nolan. Ethan gets him out of it while he was struggling. Are these two teams good or one is bad and vice versa? No, so the Omegas were actually the first ever Tag Team Extreme Champions on UCW Breakdown. The Lucha Dragons came in, beat the first ever Tag Team Champions for Overdrive, and held the belts for 2 months. They've both lost them to the same team in the last month, and that team, Radcore and Ogre, have taken the championships hostage. So these two teams now, which once had an alliance that was kind of forming, are having to go against each other to move up in the tag team tournament to get back to the chance to having their belts, to ultimately have to face Radcore and Ogre to unify the tag team championships and make them undisputed. Big kicks on the outside. Ethan Omega misses. Kick to the face. He's got him by the head. Drops him down on top of it. You just dropped some heavy lore, my G. I mean, you're new. I got you. Whatever you need. The Discord's got a lot of it as far as like promos and stuff like that. Oh my God, Midas off the middle rope. Huge move to Nolan Omega. Did I add Blue Thunder Bomb yet? Yes. Possibly. I can check after show, and if I didn't, I will. Big punches to the face. Midas throws him across the ring. Orion slams him down. That springboard scares me. That springboard scares the shit out of me. Nolan Omega with another kick out. Midas and Orion cannot keep the Omegas down, ladies and gentlemen. Big punches to the face. Nolan with him by the back of the head. Huge knee to the face of Orion. Ethan Omega going for the cover. Nolan with a forearm to Midas to keep him down. Orion kicks out again. Nolan goes over the ropes, heading up to the top. Midas gets the hell out of the way. He goes across the ring, does it to Orion. Ethan knocks Midas off the side. Only a count of 2. Orion still in this match, ladies and gentlemen, somehow. I thought he was gone. The Omegas are the best for the tag team. That's subjective, and I think you're a little biased, just to be honest. Orion with a reversal. Gets his leg taken out from underneath him. Nolan goes down. Forearm to the face. We take tag serious. I mean, so do I. I love tag team wrestling. Big kick to the body. Chops to the shoulders. Orion trying to take him down with that steel chair before he even got into the ring. Off the ropes. Ethan Omega in the middle of the ring. Orion going for the cover. Midas not coming to help him. Nolan gets Ethan out of the situation. Gets across the ring. Midas tried to take him down. He got out of the way. Takes him down with a drop kick of his own. Nolan targeting the knee of Midas. Ethan moved him out of the way of that. I would say Creature Feature is the best since they have the belts, but who am I to say anything? I mean, usually the champions are at the top of the division. Orion getting screwed out of a cover right now. No, Nolan stays down for what would have been a 6 count. Nolan Omega eliminated, ladies and gentlemen. Midas on the top rope. Ethan making his way to his feet. Knees across his shoulders. Big kick. Ethan still in this fight. Gets out of the way of Orion. Orion's got him by the throat. Up above his head. Slams him down, ladies and gentlemen. Ethan Omega trying to get underneath the ropes, get the hell out of the ring. Orion wants him to stand. Yeah, it's an elimination tag match. That's the Bound by Blood Tag Team Classic. It's the whole point. Both men missing. Ethan on the outside. Orion sends him back in. Midas waiting with a steel chair. The coordination of the Lucha Dragons, ladies and gentlemen, does not look like it usually does. Knee drop from Orion hits. Midas up to the top rope this time, taking turns. He knees him in the face through the cover. Only a count of 2 still. Midas gets him up. Kick to the body. Orion's got him. Down onto the top of his head, rolls him up. 2, 3, ladies and gentlemen, the Golden Dragons move on in the Bound by Blood Tag Team Classic. Defeating the Omegas. These two teams are now 1-1 as far as wins and losses. Maybe there will be a grudge match for the Tag Team Championships down the line. But for right now, the Midas and Orion will move on. The Golden Dragons seal their spot to go on to UCW Breakdown in the semifinals match. Ladies and gentlemen, next up, the Women's Heritage Championship is on the motherfucking line. Samantha Frost defends against Whitney Rivera, a woman who has come in and shown out in UCW. Samantha Frost, however, has held on to the Women's Heritage Championship every time somebody has tried to take it away from her. She has showed them why that is not going to happen. You make sure their music is good. Bet. The ring announcer is going to let everybody know what I am already letting you know. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a match under normal stipulations. 1 fall. W. Appreciate. Making their way to the ring first, ladies and gentlemen. I believe she is the SMW legend. A woman with 1 match under her belt and almost walked away with a world championship. Whitney Rivera, ladies and gentlemen. A former SMW champion. A standout on their roster. Making her way down to the ring. Ladies and gentlemen, her opponent making her way through gorilla position right now. Like I've said, this woman has held on to this championship at every turn. Anybody who has tried to take it away from her has failed. Samantha Frost, ladies and gentlemen, the partner of John Styles, making her way down to the ring.
The air turns cold, every rival shakes when a story's told. Eyes like ice, but a fury's hot when Frost hits the stage. She can't be stopped. Swagger in a step, power in a stance, 1 strike, 1 hit, no second chance. The queen of the storm, you can feel that chill, but when she snaps, she's a force of will. Frost in the fight, she's ice, she's fire. Samantha Frost takes it higher and higher. Cold as steel, but her moves ignite. Queen of the ring, she owns the night. Fire in a step at the crowds and heat. Every beat drops heavy when she takes a seat. No fear, no doubt, just fire inside. Samantha Frost, she was born to rise. Name on the lights, respect on the line. She's sharp like frost, but she burns in time. You can't outlast, but you can't outshine. She's the queen of the fight, this brain is mine. Frost in the fight, she's ice, she's fire. Samantha Frost takes it higher and higher. Cold as steel, but her moves ignite. Queen of the ring, she owns the night. Swagger in a step, power in a stance, 1 strike, but hit, no second shots. Watch her in a step, power in a stance, 1 strike, 1 hit, no second shots. Swagger in a step, power in a stance, 1 strike, but hit, no second shots. Watch her in a step, power in a stance, 1 strike, 1 hit, no second shots. Frost in the fight, she's ice, she's fire. Samantha Frost takes it higher and higher. Cold as steel, but her moves ignite.
Ladies and gentlemen, this match is for the UCW Women's Heritage Championship. Ring announcer letting everyone know once again this is a normal matchup set for 1 fall between these 2 women. Samantha Frost saying a few words to the championship before she hands it over. Who won the tag match? The Golden Dragons. Whitney Rivera standing across from one of UCW's best. Takes her down immediately. Whitney Rivera hits the mat. Clothesline takes her down again. Stomping on her arm. Face first into the ring once again. Ladies and gentlemen, Samantha Frost kicks her off. Whitney coming at her like nobody has come at her before. You know what the show reminds me of? What's up? Big kick to the back. Up to the middle rope. Whitney Rivera with a double axe handle misses. NXT UK. I haven't heard that one yet. Do you have a reason why? Big kicks to the body. Rivera with a reversal. Huge kick to the face. Elbow takes down Samantha. Off the middle rope once again. Huge drop kick lands. Hard-hitting matches. I appreciate it. Clothesline misses from Samantha. Big punches to the face from Whitney Rivera. She's rolling. The experience of the former SMW Women's Champion. Going for an armbar. Frost fights out of it. Big punches to the face. She's able to get out. Elbows land from Samantha Frost. Off the bottom rope, she catches her with a forearm. Working her arm. Rivera's got Frost pinned to the ground right now. She's stomping on her hand over and over again. Rivera choosing to go up to the top rope. Up to her feet. Drop kick misses. Forearms across the back from Samantha Frost. She sends her into the ropes. Drops her back down onto the mat, showing the strength of the young, well, I was going to say young lady, but also like the slightly shorter competitor in the UCW Women's Division. She's on the shorter end of the roster, and she just threw Whitney Rivera up like it was nothing. Big kicks from Rivera. One more across the back to finish it off. Gargano, in my opinion. I just like the way he works more, honestly. Got him by the back of the head. Drops down under. Samantha Frost with a drop kick takes down Rivera. Frost wants her back on her feet. She's not done. Off the bottom rope, forearm takes down Rivera once again. Stomps to the chest now. Frost taking aim from across the ring, looking for the move that John Styles has ended careers with. Drops her down. Palms to the face. I like Tommaso because he's more of a badass one. Agreeable. Agreeable. I just kind of like the look of the way that Gargano does what he does more. In my opinion, there's a lot of oversaturation of a lot of different archetypes in the WWE. So, like, they both kind of hit that where Tommaso feels more authentic and less done multiple times. I think there's a little bit of safety in the refinement of an overused gimmick and an overused look where, like, you're just automatically going to look better. So, like, on an optics test, my pick. Big drop kick to the knee. Off the bottom rope, another forearm takes down Rivera. Pushes her off. Rivera wants her back up. This is the exact situation that Samantha Frost just had Whitney Rivera in. Throwing her into the ropes. Huge kick misses. Samantha Frost gets out of the way. Throws Rivera this time. Drop kick takes her down. Headbutt takes down Whitney Rivera. I still hate that WWE finally decided to take Rhea's harassment shit seriously. Do you hate the fact that it took them so long, or the fact they did it in general? Because the fact that it took them so long, I completely agree with. Samantha Frost taking aim. Kick to the top of the head. Going for the cover. 1, 2. Only a count of 2 once again. Samantha Frost not done. Looking for something else. Like I've said, John Styles has ended careers with that move, ladies and gentlemen. Samantha Frost going for the cover. 2. Only a count of 2. Whitney Rivera still in this match. Somehow getting her shoulder up. Through the ropes. Samantha Frost on the outside. Goes through them. Spear. Now up to the top rope. Samantha Frost pulling out all the stops, looking to do everything she can to keep Whitney Rivera down. Drop kick misses. Rivera still on her feet. Kick to the body. Samantha Frost. This is what won her the championship, ladies and gentlemen. Is she going to end this match with the same move? 2, 3, yes she is. Samantha Frost walks out the way she walked in, and still your UCW Women's Heritage Champion. The first post we sent out should have been taken into immediate action because Buddy can do so much since he's in AEW. Exactly. I completely agree with your standpoint then. Yes, I think that it should have been taken seriously way sooner. Samantha Frost walking out with the Women's Heritage Championship, ladies and gentlemen, might have been in question for some. Personally, I was one of those questioners. I thought Whitney Rivera was going to take her down. Ladies and gentlemen, next up, we've got Carlos Gonzalez and Isaac Ramirez taking on Aaron Gray and Teddy Gray. This is our first UCW Bound by Blood semifinals match. The winners of this match will punch their ticket to All Hallows Wrath on Sunday, UCW's next pay-per-view. I still find Buddy the cooler one between them. Fair. Ladies and gentlemen, making their way down to the ring first, UCW's newest tag team. Two men who have showed up and shown out since their first match that has got them into this position. Carlos Gonzalez, Isaac Ramirez, ladies and gentlemen, balling out. Ladies and gentlemen, next up, making their way down to the ring, they are Next Generation. Right there in front of you is Aaron Gray. His tag team his partner, Teddy Gray, right next to him, ladies and gentlemen. These two men taking UCW by storm, defeating Azriel Black and Big Johnson. Or no, not Azriel Black and Big Johnson. Darren Briggs and Tom Richards on Friday in a Bound by Blood tag team qualifier match to book their ticket to this match right here. Will they continue to move on up?
We wear the crown.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am going to run to the restroom for the beginning of this match. Make sure to commentate it in the ring. Let me know what's going on. All right, it looks like what we got going on in the ring so far. Aaron Gray on the outside with Isaac. Big kick to the body. Teddy on the inside with Gonzalez. Carlos with a suplex on the inside. He's heading up to the top rope. Big elbow drop misses. Kicks to the shoulders. Teddy going for the cover, or Aaron going for the cover on Isaac. Ramirez gets caught with a big uppercut from Aaron Gray. Teddy Gray on the outside. Bounces him off the ring. Elbow misses. Ramirez gets out of the way. Gonzalez on the outside with Teddy Gray. Aaron Gray with a kitchen sink, sends him over his knee, drops the elbow down onto the chest. The Next Generation has looked very good recently, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, surprising everyone by defeating Tom Richards and Darren Briggs to earn this spot here tonight. Going for a submission on the outside. Gonzalez kicks him off. Teddy Gray, another suplex on the outside. Aaron takes him down. Stomping on the back now, it looks like. Planting the face of Gonzalez onto the logo. Ramirez on the outside, too focused. Count of two. Gonzalez gets out. Ramirez picking up Aaron Gray. Big chops across the body. Drops him down. Going for the cover. Double axe handle misses. Big kick to the face. Does not, though. Working the arm. DDT. Ramirez takes him down. Gonzalez and Ramirez working now. Ballin out. Showing the Next Generation what they're about. Big drop kick to the face of Aaron Gray. Gonzalez on the outside. Ramirez with a guitar. Big forearm shot across the back. Thank you for the resub, Leah. I appreciate it. I still got to get you James Wagner. Yes, yes, indeed. 3 months in UCW. I appreciate all you do. Thank you very much, ma'am. Ramirez. Or no, that's Gonzalez. New tag teams, man. You got to give me a second. Ramirez gets out of the way of Teddy Gray. Teddy Gray trying to save his brother. Gets caught. Gonzalez throws him around on the inside of the ring. Goes back to Aaron Gray. Teddy going for a table. Gonzalez headed up to the top rope. Hits it. Going for another cover. Able to break it up. Ramirez not fast enough to stop him from breaking up the cover. Aaron back up to his feet. Going for the cover. Throws him into the ropes. Working his neck. Aaron going for a cover on the inside. Ramirez not in a good position. Teddy working the arm of Gonzalez. The Next Generation is taking control just a little bit here. Big punch to the face. Slams him down onto the mat. Guitar in hand, shatters it across the body. Going for the cover on Ramirez. Only a count of 1. Aaron Gray not sure what to do. Teddy throws Gonzalez back into the ring. Ramirez back up to his feet. Big punch to the face. Isaac Ramirez. DDT on the inside. Aaron Gray fighting back, catches him with a forearm to the face. Big elbow. Once again, an elbow. Bulldog from Gonzalez. He's going up to the top rope. Both of his opponents are on the outside. Ramirez takes down Aaron Gray. Teddy Gray with a baseball bat. Gonzalez knocks it out of his hands. He's got his head trapped. As soon as he hit the ground, though, Gonzalez stomped on the back of his head. Keeping the pressure on. Stomping down on his arm. Big elbow drop. He's got him by the back of the head, throws him into the ring. Ramirez letting Teddy Gray know how he really feels, running into Gonzalez. Big kick to the body. Up onto his shoulders. Walking over to the barricade. Oh my God. Middle of his back, bouncing off the top of the barricade. Ramirez pulls out a table, throws it down on the outside. Over the top rope, Gonzalez misses. Up to the top rope. Big double axe handle lands. Catches him. Baseball bat in hand. Clothesline misses. Huge punch to the face. Throwing him back over to his brother. Ramirez heads back into the ring. Up to the top rope. Clothesline takes down Teddy. That's his name. Clothesline to the back of the head as well. Takes down Aaron Gray. Gonzalez cleaning out house. Ramirez heads up to the top rope. Big drop kick misses. Teddy Gray still standing. Oh my God. Gonzalez chucking Aaron Gray across the ring. Big clothesline takes him down. He caught him with that elbow. Rolls over. Gonzalez has got Aaron Gray alone in the ring, going for a belly to belly. Aaron takes him down. Big kicks to the back of the leg. Aaron Gray with a guitar shatters it across the back of Gonzalez. Table in hand, throws it down on top of the body of Gonzalez. Carlos laying down on the outside. Isaac Ramirez taking on both men at the same time. Slight pause. Teddy Gray working the leg of Ramirez on the outside. Gonzalez standing alone in the ring. Teddy comes in. Onto the logo. Huge move. Gonzalez kicks out at 2. Ramirez up to his feet with the help of Aaron Gray. Looking for 3 suplexes. All on the outside. Teddy all alone on the inside of the ring with Gonzalez. Aaron Gray has a submission locked in on the outside. Isaac Ramirez fighting for his life. Able to break out of the submission. Gonzalez came to help his partner. Big knee to the body. Goes through the ropes. Guitar in hand. Huge uppercut to the face. Big punches. Cracks him with the steel chair. On the outside, on the steel chair, Aaron Gray goes down. Isaac Ramirez back in this fight. Cracks the steel chair across both men's body. Got him by the back of the head. Bouncing their heads together, Aaron Gray with a reversal. Gets caught by Gonzalez. He's got him by the back of the head. Ramirez throwing him around on the outside. Into the shards of that guitar. Gets out of the way. Big punch to the body. Through the ropes. Ramirez gets out of the way. Gets caught. Once again onto the logo. Going for the cover. Ramirez kicks out. Gonzalez back into the ring. Throws him down. Going for a cover. Teddy Gray breaks up the cover though. Big punch to the body. Gonzalez down onto the shoulders. Takes Teddy Gray down. He rolls onto the outside. Rodriguez going back to that steel chair. Gonzalez all alone. Carlos takes a big kick. Aaron Gray back up to his feet. Heading up to the top rope. Ramirez sliding a table onto the inside. Carlos making his way up. He catches him down onto his knee. Ramirez right there. Gonzalez going for Teddy Gray. Is this the end, ladies and gentlemen? Aaron Gray busts open Isaac Ramirez. Going for the cover. Only a count of two. Carlos going for the cover. Breaks it up. Big punches from Aaron Gray, missing. Drops him down onto his knees. Aaron Gray going for the cover. Isaac Ramirez on the outside, dazed and confused. Gonzalez kicks out at 2. Big drop kick to Teddy Gray, misses. Catches him with a forearm to the back. Throws him into the corner. Kicks him off. Big punches from both men. Throws him over. Gonzalez tripping on the outside. Aaron Gray up on that middle rope. Drops the knees across the shoulders of Isaac Ramirez. Teddy Gray drops the knees across the body of Carlos Gonzalez as well. Ladies and gentlemen, he goes back up, drops the leg. He's going for a cover, I hope. Trying to get rid of Isaac Ramirez. Gonzalez back into the ring. Misses the breakup. Isaac Ramirez has been eliminated, ladies and gentlemen. Gonzalez misses the rolling forearm. Gets caught with a punch to the face. Hits the elbow. Aaron Gray gets out of the way. Throwing him into the corner. Teddy Gray sneaks up behind him. Drops him. Big chops across the chest. Carlos Gonzalez fighting both men right now. Aaron Gray folding him up, drops a big kick to the back. Going to set up that table once again, throws it across the body of Carlos Gonzalez. He catches a massive elbow. Rolling onto the outside, both men meet him out there. Catches him, slaps him in the face. Big uppercut to the back of the head. Teddy and Aaron Gray, ladies and gentlemen, trying to keep Carlos Gonzalez down. Big punches, big forearms to the back. Floats over. Carlos Gonzalez, ladies and gentlemen, getting jumped on the outside by the Gray brothers. DDT. Aaron Gray has been a force of nature here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. He's just fighting for his life at this point. Exactly. Misses the knee drop. Spears him on the outside. Takes down Teddy Gray. Going onto the inside while Aaron Gray is distracted. Gets caught by a drop kick. Carlos, you don't have much time, brother. Gets thrown into the ropes. Kitchen sink once again takes him down. Teddy Gray back into the ring. Belly to belly misses. Reversal from Carlos. Teddy Gray right there. Forearm across the back. Catches him with a kick to the face. Gets caught by a massive punch, though, across the knees. Aaron Gray going for the cover. Only a count of 2. Carlos Gonzalez is somehow still in this match, ladies and gentlemen. I am not sure how. Elbow drop lands. Carlos heads underneath the rope. Spear. Carlos Gonzalez, ladies and gentlemen, trying his damnedest to stay alive at this point. Clothesline takes down Teddy Gray. Both of the Gray Teddy takes down Aaron. Carlos catches him with a headbutt. Gonzalez taking a second to breathe, trying to assess the situation. He needs to separate the brothers. Big elbow from Teddy Gray. They run into each other. Carlos heads back inside. Teddy follows. He's got him. Up onto his shoulder, bouncing him off the top rope. Aaron Gray heads inside. Carlos slips underneath. Rolls him over. Going for the cover. 1, 2, 3. Ladies and gentlemen, Carlos Gonzalez has eliminated Aaron Gray. Catches Teddy Gray. Throws him over. Carlos Gonzalez getting his payback now. We once again have an even fight. That shit was insane. Tag team match of the year type shit. Teddy Gray gets out of the way, catches him, throws him back over to the other side of the ring. Silver Bullet 45. That's a burner. There's got to be a burner, right? Teddy Gray waiting for Gonzalez to stand up. Across the back. Will Gonzalez be able to withstand any more? 3. Teddy Gray pulls it away for the next generation. Somehow, some way, I can't even remember names. Carlos Gonzalez walked away with the W in this one. I don't care what you say. He put up with both men and was still able to defeat Aaron Gray. All 4 of these men bruised and battered, but Aaron and Teddy Gray will move on to Friday night to try and get into the final. Or no, actually, they'll move on to All Hallows Wrath. This was the semifinals match. So, ladies and gentlemen, the next generation has booked their ticket to All Hallows Wrath. Even I forgot that shit. That's crazy. Darkwind, welcome in, brother. Welcome in. Man was fighting his ass off for most of it. Exactly. Exactly. But ladies and gentlemen, it's time for your main event of the evening. Vintora making his main roster debut against Ace Anderson, the almost undefeated Deathlock champion. Ricky Thomas, the father of Adam and Owen Thomas, your second ever Continental champion and the longest reigning Continental champion that we've had. Can Ace do it? Who knows? Exactly. And Elijah Baker, ladies and gentlemen, a man who showed up on UCW Prime and shocked the world. He is a one-time UCW Prime champion. Elijah Baker, ladies and gentlemen. This is a fatal four-way elimination match between these four men. Who won that match? I was in an ad. So the match that we had before this, the Next Generation won. Ladies and gentlemen, making their way down to the ring first, I believe. Let's try and get this dub. I agree. Let's try and get this dub. I believe it is the Punisher, ladies and gentlemen, the leader of the Empire of Pain, the man who held on to the Deathlock Championship for over 2 months. Ace Anderson, ladies and gentlemen. Homie did fight for his life. It was crazy.
I don't wait for fate to choose. I swing first, win or lose. Oh, this is the stand of one. No backup, no fear, no run. While they scream or chant.
Can Ace get an opportunity at gold so he can be like his fellow Empire thing? Hey, it's always the goal, ain't it?
And fight the tide. They call it suicide, I call it soul. They call it over, I call it roll. 'Cause pain don't shake me, blood don't stop me, death might find me, it won't drop me. Line drawn, boots planted, I don't beg, I don't.
And ladies and gentlemen, making their way down to the ring next, one of UCW's greatest, a legend in professional wrestling on the internet. Ladies and gentlemen, the former Continental Champion, a 2-time Continental Champion, the longest reigning Continental Champion, ladies and gentlemen, Ricky the Dark Horse Thomas.
In the shadows he looks silent as a ghost, wrestling the demons, chasing down the most. Call him the Dark Horse, Ricky Thomas in the ring, with a heart of steel and fists that sting. No spotlight needed, he fights through the night, breaking the chains, always ready for a fight. His name's whispered like a legend untold. Ricky Thomas, rising bold and cold. Dark horse ride, feel the thunders roar. Ricky's coming, knocking down the door. A force of nature, hear the battle cry. Fear the dark horse, light up the sky.
Ladies and gentlemen, his opponent, this man making a main roster debut. He is your UCW Prime Internet Champion, Vintora, showing up on UCW Prime, winning that belt in his debut and holding it ever since. This man looking to make a main roster impact, moving into the World Championship division very early on if he can walk out with a W here.
Every second closer to the blast. Concrete shaking under blood red skies. Every step forward, another piece dies. No escape, we were built for collapse. Fall to the edge with no way back. I feel the weight, it's breaking skin. The only way out is deeper in. Push it to the limit, let the fire consume. No safe here, just a violent truth. We'll tear the night, we'll scar the storm, and show the world who the fuck we are. Shattered glass.
And ladies and gentlemen, the final man to walk into the ring tonight is a former Prime Champion. This man right here is a badass in every regard. A couple of matches on the main roster to this point. Elijah Baker. was almost the Prince of Carnage champion at the same time as being the Prime champion. This man right here trying to be a world champion.
Where the nights get cold. Every move I make, man, the story gets told. Never had a crew, had to grind on my own. Every step, every hit, yeah, I carved my throne. You can't buy heart, you can't fake my pain. I broke those locks, now I run this game. No leash, no master, no hand on the wheel. The lone wolf's here, and the bite is real. I'm free now, no chain, no chain. I'm built for the bank, no chain, no chain. Every win, every slide, my name, no chain. Was a wolf from the storm, I reign, no chains. I'm free now, no chain, no chain. I'm built for the bank, no chain, no chain. Every win, every scar.
It is the updated one, yes. I listen sometimes.
Sharp like the edge of a switchblade swing. I'm the reason every bell got that victory ring. Tried to hold me back, but the lock got crushed. Now the whole damn world gotta feel that rush. Ain't no friends in the fight, just predator prey. And I'm still on the hunt when the crowd fades away. One shot, one kill, one path I walk. And the streets still echo when the lone wolf talks. I'm free now. No chain, no chain. I'm built for the fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a fatal four-way elimination match. The winner will go on Sunday to face Dustyn Hunter for the World Heavyweight Championship. This one's sure to be all-out chaos, all-out carnage. Ace Anderson and Vintora going at each other immediately. Ricky Thomas taking down Elijah Baker. Big belly drop on the inside. Ace Anderson sends Vintora onto the outside, looking for some room to breathe. Sounds like a theme fit for Deadshot. Hey, I really like No Chains. That's a good-ass song, in my opinion. Sledgehammer drop to the body. Ricky Thomas heads out to the outside, looking for a weapon of his own. Vintora with a DDT onto the sledgehammer. Ricky Thomas catches Vintora with that table. Big kick to the back from Vintora. Floats over. Ricky first. I've seen him since my debut. Ricky Thomas has been around for quite a while. He's been in the Continental Division for the majority of the time, though. Big punch to the face. Vintora floats over once again. DDT on the outside. Elijah Baker doing a lot of damage to Ace Anderson. Working his arm now. Dropping the knees across the back of the former Deathlock Championship. Dude broke his leg to do a DDT. He has my respect. Exactly. Reverse pile driver on the outside from Ricky Thomas. Sledgehammer in hand. Power bomb from Elijah Baker. Yeah, he was my debut match. Was supposed to get a rematch because of the giant thing. Oh, word. Well, shit. Here we are. Sometimes I just be saying shit and completely forget. Elijah Baker takes down the referee. Huge forearm to the face. Ace Anderson goes down. Baker with a kick to the face. Up onto his shoulders. Vintora showing the strength before dropping Ace Anderson. Now sets his sights on Elijah Baker. Jumps over Ricky Thomas. Elijah Baker catches him. Clothesline takes him down. Got him by the back of the head. Continuous clotheslines from Baker. Takes down Vintora. Who's the top babyface? I'd say Owen Thomas at the moment. I'd say Owen Thomas. Big double axe handle takes him down. Kick to the back of the leg. I'd say Owen Thomas or Dad Trainer. Big chop from Vintora. Big elbow. He gets the reversal. Ace Anderson backs off. Punches to the body. Throws him around on the outside. Ricky Thomas gets out of the way of the big stomp. Who's the day one UCW guy? There's a couple, like Ricky Thomas, John Styles, Joka, even though Joka got fired. Radcore, Azriel Black, Ace Anderson, Adam Thomas, even though Adam Thomas isn't here. Rose Daniels is like day one women's wrestling. We've got a few day ones, to be honest. Ricky Thomas almost gets caught with a Superman punch from Elijah Baker. Instead, gets power bombed on the outside. Ventora working Ace Anderson now. Big stomping onto the back of the shoulder. Only a count of 2. And Johnny Vegas, but Johnny Vegas, Gingertron doesn't show up anymore. I'm not sure why. So, as I include Johnny Vegas because he was actually like the first guy to ever submit a call to UCW, but he ain't here, to my knowledge. My arm hurt just watching that. Yeah, no, that stomp onto the back of the shoulder was brutal. Big kick to the body. Elijah Baker with a submission on the outside. Ace Anderson quickly fights out of that. Throws him into the barricade. Big punch to the body. Elbows as well. Drops him down onto the ladder on the outside. Up onto his shoulders. Drops him down. Big knee to the body from Ricky Thomas. Got him by the head. Showing the strength of the Dark Horse, ladies and gentlemen. Drops him down. Ventora with a submission on Ace Anderson on the outside. Ace Anderson fighting out. In the good words of good old JR, stop the damn match. Exactly. Big elbow to the face from Vintora. German suplexes from Vintora now. Drops him down onto the ladder. One more, bouncing his head off the steel steps. Forearm to the face from Ricky Thomas to Elijah Baker. Reversal from Ace Anderson. Huge kick to the face. Rolling elbow from Ace, takes down Elijah. He's going for the cover. Ricky Thomas taking a little bit of a breather around the ring. Count of 2, Elijah Baker still in this one. Ricky Thomas on the outside. Going for Ace Anderson. Ace catches him with a combo. Lays out the Dark Horse. Vintora. Neck breaker sneaks up from behind him. Spear from Elijah Baker takes down Vintora. He's going for a cover. 2. Only a count of 2 while Vintora kicks out. Slamming Ace Anderson around on the outside. Ricky Thomas takes control. One more. Elijah Baker goes down, going for the cover. Only a count of 2 once again. Big elbow connects. Ricky Thomas gets bounced off the ladder. Ventora once again with a submission to Ace Anderson. Ace Anderson fighting out once again. Big kick from Ricky Thomas to assist. Ace Anderson falls right into Ricky Thomas. Ricky Thomas gets caught. Floats over his shoulders. Drops him down onto the ladder. Ace Anderson and this ladder are not getting along very well. Elijah Baker gets slammed down. He's going for a cover. Once again, only a count of 2. Elijah Baker kicks out. He's got him. Floats him over. Ventora with a massive suplex, then a knee drop to Elijah Baker. Ace Anderson finally getting a chance at offense against Ventora. What are the points for? So you can do like sound effects and shit like that. They can be redeemed for some other things. When I'm doing GTA RP, you can take away in-game abilities and stuff like that. It's really just dependent on what you want to do. Big DDT. Ventora trying to take down Ace Anderson. Not even a count of 1. The referee took too much time. Ricky Thomas looks fired up on the outside. Vintora heads on to the inside. So does Thomas. Elijah Baker almost also in there. Ace Anderson joins them. All 4 men back in the ring. Ricky Thomas has got Ace Anderson up on his shoulders. Powerbomb connects. Running knee misses. Drops him down onto his neck. Vintora trying to take out the former Continental Champion. Rolls him over onto his back once again. Up to the middle rope. Belly drop from Thomas. Going for the cover on Vintora. Anderson gets Elijah Baker back into the ring. Not even a count of 3. You would not like me because if possible I'd have cars falling from the sky. No, I play in Cloud City. It's a 5M RP server. No microtransactions. Very role-play driven. Very grind driven. You can get anything you want as long as you're willing to work for it. Be whoever the hell you want to be. If you've got 5M, I strongly recommend joining the Discord. There is a link somewhere in chat that will send you there. It's a couple messages up, actually. Make sure to check out the rules, get your role, get whitelisted, and then hop on in. I gotta go cook dinner, and that's where I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Cracks the kendo stick across his, takes down Elijah Baker and Vintora, shatters it across the arm of Baker. Ace Anderson on the other side with the steel steps. Thomas sneaks up behind him. Clear in house, drops him down onto his face. Ace Anderson's fired up, ladies and gentlemen. Huge knee connects. Rocket kick to the face of Ricky Thomas. Recognize my face, motherfucker. On the outside, Elijah Baker trying to take down Ricky Thomas. Not even a count of 2. Thomas kicks out. Ace Anderson hyped up. Rolling forearm takes down Vintora. Thomas fighting back against Baker. Slams him down onto his back. The ref going for the cover. Only a count of 2. Ace Anderson can't get rid of Vintora. Ricky Thomas trying to get rid of Elijah Baker. 3. Ladies and gentlemen, Ricky Thomas has eliminated Elijah Baker. This is now a triple threat elimination match. Ace Anderson focusing on Vintora. Now heading over to Ricky Thomas, who just got rid of Elijah Baker. Meets him with the massive combo. Ricky with a reversal. Clothesline takes him down. By the back of the head, throws him into the ring post. Vintora catches him, tries to get him onto his shoulders. Ricky Thomas falls into the barricade. Big kick to the body. Ace Anderson's got Ricky up. Ricky with a reversal. Big punches to the head. Kick to the body lands. Drops the knee onto the back of the head of Ace Anderson. Ricky Thomas grabs the table. Slides it underneath the ropes. Ah, yes, when you have points, but you must save them for banning in-game options. Hey, I'll see you tomorrow. That's all I got to say. Going for the cover. 2. Ace Anderson decides at the last second to break it up by throwing a chair at Ricky Thomas. Ricky gets him up onto his shoulders. Ace with a reversal. Big elbows to the side of the head. Drops him down onto his knee. Vintora, Ace Anderson run into each other. Ace throws him into the ring post. Ricky back up to his feet. Ace gets him onto his shoulders. Only a count of 1. Ricky kicks out once again. Ace Anderson's fired up, ladies and gentlemen. Vintora catches him with an elbow. Ricky gets underneath it. Gets the reversal, throws Vintora into the barricade too. Steel chair takes down Ace Anderson. Ricky Thomas misses the elbow drop. Big kick to the body. Up onto his shoulders. Down onto the barricade. Vintora bounces off of it. Ricky Thomas bounces off the knee of Ace Anderson. He's got him by the back of the head, throws him into the ring post. Gets him up onto his feet. Underneath the ropes, Ricky Thomas back on the inside. Ace Anderson catches Vintora with a submission. Vintora struggling. Vintora taps, ladies and gentlemen. This match is between Ace Anderson and Ricky Thomas. And you psyched out about rebound lariat. Byron Sackton on commentary acknowledges that anyone got turned inside out, and there's more moves that turn anyone in game inside out. And they don't acknowledge that. Yeah, no, in-game commentary is kind of depending on what it is. Ace Anderson going for a cover on the outside. Vintora still in this match. I could have swore I heard the bell ring. Ace Anderson taking aim. Takes down Thomas. Looking for something big on the outside. Ace Anderson catches him. Choke slam. Ricky Thomas gets flattened. Vintora standing there with the steel steps. The referee going for the count. Ricky Thomas kicks out at 2. Ventora's going up to the top rope. Ace Anderson back into the ring. He takes him down. Throws him onto the table on the inside. Picks that same table back up. Sets it up. Vintora laying there in the middle of the ring. Ace Anderson wants him on his feet. Thomas comes onto the inside. Pause. Comes in. There's no way to make that sound better. Ricky Thomas. An insane submission. Stretching the arms and the back of Ace Anderson. Using the ropes to his advantage. Huge kick to the side of the face. Vintora trying to take down the former Continental Champion while he can. He is somehow still in this match. Big elbow drop lands. Ace goes down. Drops the knee across his face. Ricky Thomas trying to amp himself up. Catches Vintora with a kick to the body. Roll up cover. Trying to take down the Prime Internet Champion, and he does not succeed. Vintora gets a reversal. Ricky Thomas gets eliminated. Welcome in, DK. Welcome in. This match actually decides who will face you Sunday at All Hallows Wrath. But currently is Ace Anderson versus Vintora. Ricky Thomas just got eliminated. Vintora, big elbows to the body of Ace Anderson. He's got him up. Ace Anderson with a reversal. Headbutt to Vintora on the outside. Ace Anderson trying to seal the deal. Gets Vintora up to his feet. Throws him around on the outside. Onto the top rope. Ace Anderson trying to put an end to this match right here. Stomps down on the back of Vintora. And a huge punch to the side of the face. Lays out the Prime Internet Champion, ladies and gentlemen. Ace Anderson with a steel chair. Back up to his feet. Rolling forearm, busts open Vintora. Ace Anderson going for the cover. Will he seal the deal? 2, 3. Ladies and gentlemen, Ace Anderson will be moving on to All Hallows Wrath to face Dustyn Hunter for the UCW World Heavyweight Championship. Will Ace Anderson be the man that hands Dustyn fucking Hunter his first loss in UCW? Make sure to tune in Sunday for the result. How's it going, DK? Hope you're having a great day, brother. Ladies and gentlemen, to start off this incredible evening of UCW Overdrive, we had Reckless Tom Richards defeating Big Johnson to move up the ranks of the Continental Division. After that, Midas and Orion put down Ethan and Nolan Omega, forcing them into the losers bracket. Midas and Orion moving into the semi-finals of the Bound by Blood Tag Team Classic. After that, Samantha Frost held on to the Women's Heritage Championship, holding on to that belt once again. She defeated Whitney Rivera this time. And after that, Teddy Gray and Aaron Gray of the Next Generation moved on to the finals. They punched their ticket to All Hallows Wrath, defeating Carlos Gonzalez and Isaac Ramirez, UCW's newest tag team. And ladies and gentlemen, Ace Anderson sealed the deal and finally won the opportunity at a world championship in a one-on-one match. He took down Ricky Thomas, Wal Vintora, and Elijah Baker in a fatal four-way elimination match to decide him to be the one to take on Dustyn Hunter. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a great night. I am starving. So we're going to find somebody to raid out to real quick. We're going to get you guys somebody to go say hi to, go show love to. I've already got an idea. I already think I know who I'm going to raid. We're good. Starving. I am starving. Starving. Yes. I'm making hamburgers. Well, cheeseburgers, technically. I'm eating cheese on them motherfuckers. I just got to go, like, I already have the patties and stuff ready. I just got to go get the grill ready. And then I'm chowing down.
And his name is John C.
Smokey blowing my eardrums out. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go show Ragcore love. If you guys have been around, you guys know who Ragcore is. Let me get 4+ bacon. Hey, we got bacon in the freezer. Don't play with me. You know who Ragcore is. He is actually in Cloud City right now, ladies and gentlemen. If you do GTA RP and you're looking for a server to join, make sure to come check out Cloud City. We are one of the most RP-driven servers on 5M. Very new player friendly. We are no microtransactions, which is like the main thing for me, because if you check a lot of these 5M servers, everybody wants your money. Nelly don't want your money. Don't worry about your money. Just come in, be yourself, have a great time, be who you want to fucking be. And a cheesecake slice, I can't do that for you, at least not on demand. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go show Ragcore love. Hashtag we are united in chat. UCW raid emotes in chat. Let's go show Rav the love, ladies and gentlemen. EU money, exactly. Exactly. It's been real, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all be safe. Show Rad some love.
Are you allowed to have...